Hey guys, what's going on? We're back inside. Hopefully that gives you a context clue that we're gonna do some cooking today. It's not always gonna be snacks and movie reviews. There's gonna be cooking too. It's still called Andy Cooks Food for a reason. Today we're trying this, the Jumbo Pork and Vegetable Steam Bun. The steam buns is one of my favorite forms of Asian food. I've always loved eating them. And Mormo was up in the big city about 45 miles away from here shopping at the Asian market, looking for some weird stuff for us to try, and he found these. So, they're big, man. These things are like, normally the pork buns are like, this is like twice as big as the size I've normally had, so I imagine it's gonna be pretty good.
Hey, my mom got these, so I want to shout out my mom.
Yeah, Shane's mom was with him at the Asian market and she picked them up for us.
She was visiting.
She's always getting this cool stuff. Well, what are you thinking on this, dude?
I'm pretty much an ugly American, but I think that it looks like Vietnamese writing.
But it still says made in the USA on it.
These always remind me of Bun Man, the cat movie.
This is a deep cut here. But there was a movie, a Hong Kong horror action movie from I think the early 90s, mid 90s. In America, I think it was called Bun Man. And it may have the original title of The Pork Bun Murders. It's been released under a couple of different names. And it's about a guy who murders people and fillets them and cooks them up and makes these pork buns out of them with human flesh. A lot of people call it the Chinese Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it had Anthony Wong in it, who was the bad guy from John Woo's Hard Boiled. And then it had the cop trying to catch him was Danny Lee, who was also the cop trying to catch the killer, and John Woo's the killer.
Yeah, it's a great movie though.
Yeah, and it was one of the like Shane said, it was a Category 3 movie, so it was like the Hong Kong version of an X rating. It was the more hardcore like movies that came out back in the day in Hong Kong. I don't know if they still rate movies that way or not.
Yeah, I haven't heard about any of them in so long. They're kind of forgotten movies.
It seems like the whole Hong Kong movie industry has gone away. But Bun Man was always one of my favorites. Kind of gave me a weird taste for these things. So we're gonna steam them up in the Instant Pot. Okay, so we got our pork buns loaded into the Instant Pot. I'm using a silicone steamer basket, and then I put down some wax paper to keep them from sticking. We're gonna put it on the steam setting today and go for about 15 minutes. All right, so like I said, we're gonna do the steam setting, and we're gonna go for 16 minutes to start. And then because we're doing the steam setting, you want to push this down so that the steam will constantly be venting as it's doing it. Otherwise, you're just going to pressure cook. All right, so the moment has arrived. This is it. Looks pretty steamed and delicious to me. Okay, so we got our pork buns. They're done. I'm really hoping I don't freaking scald myself on this thing. It is big and delicious. It's looking good.
Okay, the first bite was all bread.
Yeah, it's a big, thick breading bun.
There's a lot of bun.
Did you get into the meat yet? Is it just one big meat dumpling pellet in there?
I can kind of taste the meat a little bit, the spices and stuff. I think it's got pork and cabbage, probably some vegetables too.
Woo!
It kind of looks like a meatball inside, like there might be a big pork meatball.
Yeah, there's a big pellet of meat inside. It looks like it's the same stuff that's inside a meat dumpling. I'm gonna kind of cheat and peel some of this off and make it into a taco. Oh God, there's an egg in it. Wow, that's so weird. There's like a whole egg inside this pellet too. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's very good. It has really good seasonings on it.
The inside of the meat is very similar to the inside of any sort of pork dumpling or gyoza or pan-fried dumplings, whatever you want to call that. Kind of like the inside of a wonton. Uh-oh, it sounds like our producer's in the background telling us to wrap it up. He's like, you're going on too long.
It's real good. If I were going to buy these again, though, I'd probably get the smaller buns. There's just a little bit too much breading, I think.
Yeah, the egg is gross. The meat is good and the bread is good. It needs a sauce. It needs a dipping sauce. You need to be adding soy sauce or sweet chili or something to get the bread a flavor.
Because I would get them again. I would just get smaller ones.
I would too, for sure. I would get the smaller ones where the bread-meat ratio is a little better.
And then maybe try shrimp next time. Because that could be interesting.
I'll eat anything with shrimp in it. Alright, well that's about all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if there's something else weird from the Asian market you want us to try. We're down to eat anything.
Yep.
Thank you so much.